Hey, everybody, welcome. Let me double check, make sure you're live, make sure we're live here, and get on with our day. How's everybody doing? Let's make sure we're live. I'm not showing live right now, so give it a second. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. There we go. We are live. Double check, make sure you're live. Okay. Make sure we're live here and get on with our day. All right, let me get TikTok set up. Let me get TikTok going, and away we'll go with this. Let me get TikTok going. Get my live goal over here set up. Okay, we got a mic, we got a camera. Awesome. Okay, let me see what we're doing here. Welcome everyone. Good afternoon. Sorry I'm late. I had a rough night last night, so let me find a gift over here so I can get things going. Where's the hot cocos? No hot cocos. Gonna be a fun build today. Sorry I'm so late. There we go, Santa Coco. Let's go for 10 of those. Got it. Okay, here we go. Let me get this position and we're ready to go. Then we'll look at the options we have today. Okay. Then we'll get powered up. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hi, everyone. How's it going? All right. Let me get TikTok started and we'll get moving here. All right. Here we go, gang. Make sure this is where it's supposed to be. All right, TikTok and the other two. How you guys doing today? I'm sorry I ran late today. We've had some cat problems. and in plain words, my cats don't want to sleep at night. Hi, how's it going? My name is Charlotte. Going to be your host in this couple hours. There's no psychic readings yet. We're going to be doing gingerbread house, well, a cookie house, a very unique cookie house. It's the National Lampoon Vacation Cookie House. So we're going to be trying to put that together and get that started. So welcome everybody. And that, or we're going to do Cousin Eddie's trailer. So whichever one you guys want to do first. We do have another cookie house. Hi, Vika. We're doing another cookie house that we're working on. And that one, the frosting was old. Got it built and it fell apart. So that one right now has new frosting on it. And we're waiting for that to dry. So I decided to start this one. Hi, Pat Dow. So, all right, Jen. Here we go. So we have a choice today. There's two things we can do today, okay? I'll show you what our choices are. We can start the work on Cousin Eddie's trailer. Right there. See, Cousin Eddie's trailer. If you guys want to start to work on Cousin Eddie's trailer, let me know. Okay? All right. Or we can start work on the house. Now, the house is going to take a lot longer than the other house because what's going on with this house? See the lighting on the house and everything? You see those little white dots on the house? Those little dots that are supposed to be all those white lights? Well, guess what? Those are frosting. So we're going to have to work on that one, this one differently to where all we do is work on the sides and then glue it up together, to put it up together, okay? Because this is going to take time. And again, I don't have steady hands. So the only way for me to do this with this stuff is to use the toothpick to come up to a point like that, to look like a bulb. So let me know. Do you want to work on the house or do you want to work on Cousin Eddie's trailer? Welcome, everybody. What do you guys think over the... Yeah, a lot of lights. And we're going to have to... Each one of those bumps on there individually is going to be a light that has to be done by hand. So it's going to be a longer job on this one. So what do you think? Should we do Cousin Eddie's trailer first? And then get to the house? Up to you guys. What do you think? because Cousin Eddie's trailer is not going to end up looking like it does in the picture, because we're going to fix that. Hey, Jennifer, can you hear me all right? Big house? Okay. All right. I guess we're going for the big house. Yeah, the trailer's a lot less complicated. So Jennifer says big house. What does everybody want to do? You want to do the big house first or the trailer? What do you guys think? Big house? Everybody wants the big house. Thank you, Cindy. Once again, I'll show you the big house, okay? So you guys have an idea. All these white lights that are bumpies on here, that has to be done by hand. So that's going to be done, because since my hands shake, that is going to be done with a toothpick. Okay? That can only be done with a toothpick. Oh, guess what? I got to look at this then. Okay, well, let's just see what they got. There is a... All right, let's take a look at this, see what's in here. And, yeah. My cats did not sleep last night. They kept me up all night. I finally fell asleep around 6:30 this morning. Got up early enough to go to the store and run a couple errands. All right, let's see what we got here. It's the big house. We have gray icing. I don't know where the gray icing would go, but you know what? That's okay. Let me see. Gray icing. Depends where the gray icing goes. Probably on the roof, I would think. But if we don't use all the gray icing, guess what? We can put that on Cousin Eddie's trailer. Let's see what we got. So we got white crystals. Well, that could only make a huge mess. Little tiny green Christmas tree. Okay. Yellow icing. Here's the icing with the tip. That might be the tip they want me to do for, you know, for the house itself. So we got this. I know what this is. This is cheesecake colored icing. So I'm on it. Tomorrow I will get some cheesecake icing to make sure we have enough. All these cool light candies. And white icing. So, that being said, holiday row, ho, 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 ho. There's the house. So what we're probably going to end up doing in designing this one is, instead of putting the walls up first, like we did with the other one, because of the way this thing has to be iced up, we're going to be laying this one down and doing each wall individually, because there's a lot more involved with this. So I guess we'll get started. Yeah, we're going to have to do it that way. And then figure this one might take us to the weekend. And then we still have the other one to finish. It's sad. We were within like 10 minutes of finishing the other house when it imploded. Hi, Patty. So it was really sad, you know, and it all went down. And then after I moved the house from here yesterday, so I could do my night show. After I moved the house from this location, I heard something go plop, and the front door fell off. So, like I said, once we get that up and I get the roof on there, it's been going 2 days now to let it dry. I'm gonna let it dry longer. Then we'll get the roof on, and then we'll have to start replacing, like the stuff that fell off. I'll have to put it all back on. But I mean, everything came in, and the house looked great. I mean, it was looking really cute, and then down it went. All right, so let's take a look at this house, which brings us to this house. I want you guys to be aware of something that I'm seeing online, some price gouging. I don't know. Some entity was mad at me. We won't go there again. But I think it was an entity. I agree. Some entity thought it'd be funny to push the house down, like a house of sand, right? I really want to get the Lego gingerbread that they have out. $59. but it's been out of stock. Everybody and their brother want it, so the thing's been out of stock. The issue with all this is that it's a $59 item, okay? And I'm seeing it in other places, and I'm not going to say where, okay? One is a popular store that everybody shops at $200-300 for this thing, because these stores know, or these guys that work at these stores that run them know that people can't get the thing because they're hard to find right now. So what they're doing is they're gouging the price up with this because people are desperate to get them. And just make that aware, okay? If you wanted that thing, it's $59 a Lego. It's on back order, but you would get it in 60 days, okay? Because they're on back order. If you see it anywhere else for any more than $59, don't buy it because they're price gouging. You have one? I wanted one. Yeah, I'm gonna my friend's gonna get it for my birthday. I really wanted that. Yeah, trickster spirit, I agree. All right, so here's this vacation house. And let's figure out where we're at with it. Get started. And I'm trying to figure out, I think there's going to be an outer doorway and an inner doorway on this one. So we have 2 floors. It's a 2-story house. So let's lay these things out, see where we're at, and figure out if we can figure out where's what, and then we'll just start working on the walls and stuff. And then tonight I'll be back at 6:30 p.m. Pacific to do readings for you guys tonight. Good to see you all. And remember, over here at the other 2 networks, remember, it is going to refresh. Hello, everybody. It is going to refresh at some point. So if you lose me and you come back on, that's what it is. It's refreshing. TikTok, if I don't hit that puzzle right, it's going to refresh. So it's all about, them making sure that we're actually living beings and not just leaving the cameras on. All right, so we got this. Try to figure out where we're at on this house. All right, so this is your front door. This is our front door here. But this door has steps going up. That should be interesting. That door has gingerbread steps going up. Should we look at the parts list, you think? As my dad would say, do not attack it. Oh, I don't see steps. I've ever got to make steps. Icing pouch preparation. Oh, we're not there yet. Decorate. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, I know that. I don't know where these steps are that are showing in the front photo. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's just kind of piece this thing together right now. So here's our front door. Okay. And that's the side window there. I've never built a 2-story gingerbread house before. This is a first. So we got this part here, see? Comes in these parts, as long as I don't break the sucker. There's the front door and stuff. Windows, I think these are up in the second floor. Second floor windows, I think. And my dog was being finicky with her food today. So I turned around and got those ginger snaps. Gave her one. I don't even think she chewed it. I think she just inhaled it. I'm figuring this is part of the roof. Okay, trying to figure out what the hell all this is. All kinds of parts. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with here. So, the second floor is going to have the smaller windows. Okay, here's this one here. I can see this one. So there's 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 windows. Right? Okay. Okay, there's the 5 windows right there for the front portion. It's weird because it looks like There's a 3D, like the 3D entry thing on the front door. I don't understand that or what that is. But that's not what they're giving us. Excuse me while I get in here and take a look-see. Oh, I gotta break something? Oh, that'll be fun. What are we breaking? All right, separate the house pieces by gently breaking along the snap lines. Oh boy. Decorate with candy and icing. Okay. So we gotta separate the house pieces. Here we go. Here's where it gets interesting. Don't have to do that one. This one I'm thinking we separate. Those I have to separate. Oh yeah, this will be fun. It doesn't say which ones to separate. Okay, I'm game. Well, obviously we know that's the roof at some point. That one has a crack in it. I got to be careful. That one's cracked right there. Got to be careful on that one. All right. This is like a Revell model, you guys. The question is, what am I separating? Ah, there you are. Okay, so this is separate. Okay, these two are fine. See, here's some perf lines. This must be where I'm separating stuff. See that right there? That must be a perf line to separate. And then we got like a perf line over here too, for the other side of the house, the other eave. So, hey, it's new to me too. Okay, is this where they're separating? Because I'm seeing bigger pieces to separate. So let me do this again. Okay, I'm seeing that piece this piece right here being separated. That'll be fun. Okay, I think it's this one we have to separate. This breaks into two different pieces right here, or four pieces. Oh, it's like a Clint Eastwood movie. All right, well, let's break it. What's the worst that can happen, you guys? Yeah, I know. Okay, let's get this broken and get this in place. This is where it falls under the category of, well, you feel lucky, punk. Okay, these obviously aren't going to break. This is perf. I'm going to have to fix that. But this I have to break, and this I have to break. All right, let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. If I break it, it's going to be a mad dash back to the store to get more. It's very accurate, yeah. But I have to do this so that... Oh, God. Oh, there we go. That one went. Every time I do this, I'm going to say, oh, God, because I hope it works. I don't want to snap anything off. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh, it's cooperative so far. Okay. Now we want to get these off. This is another under the category of, oh, God. So far, so good. All right, here's another, oh, God. Here we go, you guys. This is a whole piece of, oh, God. Okay. Now, here we go. Last, oh, God. Got it. Yay. So my dog was I made some homemade French fries with my sandwich. And she loves French fries. So she's eating away. Hey, Pamela. So she's eating away. I'm eating a partial like that, handing them over to her, right? Then she got mad at me to stop eating them. And I thought, well, maybe you're not feeling good. So I come back in here and I thought, I know. If she doesn't eat gingerbread, then I know she's not feeling good. I brought two pieces of two of those little cake trees from the gingerbread, that gingerbread tin. I don't even think she chewed them. She inhaled them. Oh, she's feeling okay. All right, so we got these broken without screwing it up. Good sign. Okay. So Chevy Chase, we can talk about that today. Chevy Chase got into some trouble. Did you guys see that Variety? Chevy Chase got into some trouble. So it's add lights. Okay, they're going to have us add the lights on here right away. Okay, decorate. Separate the house pieces by gently breaking along the snap lines between the sections. Decorate with candy and icing, reserving half of the yellow icing. Let me go see if someone's at the door. Hang on. I'm waiting on a package. Be right back. I just think she doesn't want to be in there. She's just being a pain. Behave yourself. Take it out. I won't give you any more gingerbread. Oh, have your kid. Okay. You're just being a butthead. All right. She's just being a butthead. So this thing in Variety with Chevy Chase. I think what we tend to forget is that he's old school. Chevy Chase is a child of the 60s and 70s, okay? People talk different back then. It's kind of like with that movie Priscilla Presley made about Elvis. Thank you for the follow. And she made Elvis out to be a, what's that? I can't say it on TikTok. She made Elvis out to where it looked like he had a thing for young girls and how horrible it was. Back in the 50s back then, and back, the 40s and 50s, it wasn't like that. People got married really young. Some girls were married off, especially in the hills. Some girls were married off at 12 or 13. So back when that went down with Elvis, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that's how things were. He was Southern, and that's where the belief came from. Now, Chevy Chase, on the other hand, city boy, whatever, coming in. And what happened was he had a co-star, and I guess she's very popular. I don't know who she is. I'm out of touch with life. And he used the N-word. And there's no clarification as to whether he used it in passing or when talking to her, referring to her. But he used the N-word. And I don't know if they fired him or it just launched all over the internet. But he was complaining because it supposedly ruined his career, because somebody had to spread it out to God and everybody and all that. And I'm not sympathetic, okay? I'm not sympathetic to someone that does that. But he goes back to days of working with Richard Pryor, right? He goes back to working with Richard Pryor. And they had a relationship where he would call him the N-word and Richard Pryor would call him a honky. And so for Chevy, for Chevy, it's just an automatic thing to talk like that because he's used to talking like that. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong setting. So there's a big to-do about it. I don't know if he got fired from the film that he was working on. So I don't know if he got let go or what, but there was a big article in Variety on it yesterday. So it's been kind of interesting, now that we're doing the vacation house. Okay, so we have to start decorating the house. So we'll pick a spot and decorate. The other thing I'm going to have issues with tonight, too, is finding a place to store it because the other one's over that other tray that I have back there. So I'm going to have to make room to store this as I finish the parts in here because I gotta reset this. I got to reset the studio for tarot readings tonight, so I have to reset everything. All right, so let's pick a spot to start. Nothing looks easy on here. You know, normally you look at these things and go, oh yeah, that part looks easy. Nothing looks easy on here at all. Story of my life. I suppose we could start with the front door. I don't know why it looks 3D. If you look really close, it looks like there's an entryway to this front door. But there isn't, unless it's some kind of effect. It really looks 3D. I don't understand, but that's just me. Might as well start with the front door. Oh, no, it came off. I told you. That part of the roof snapped. Not a problem. We're not doing that part anyway. I have super glue in the other room, so we're good. So we have super glue in the other room. Not a problem. I knew that was going to pop off. Anyway, what I don't get with this is this looks 3D in the photo. The door does. This right here looks 3D. And there's nothing 3D about this. So I got to figure that one out. My face is blue? What? So I'm thinking this is like an optical illusion. That's what I think. Some type of optical illusion. Let me see what's going on here with the front door. Hang on. I see an Eve on this front door. I don't know what the heck. I think it's a layering thing. I think what we're going to do is we're taking that gray icing and we're layering it. See, it looks like they painted on the stairwell with the gray. Looks like that's been painted on. And I think that's how they're doing the 3D effect. Whoa, what a complicated build for the second floor, for that first floor. Wow, okay. All right, so we'll attempt it. I'm game. I'm game if you are. Worst that could happen, we throw our hands up in the air. We throw our hands up in the air and we eat the damn thing. All right, so let's work on the front door then. It looks like a 3D, it looks like it's a 3D thing. How weird, because the picture looks like it's got a big Eve on it. Okay. So let's do the front door. First things first. All right. But anyway, so he got in trouble. And I'm not condoning it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning it. I don't believe anybody should do that with others. You know, I have really close friends, and I'm just going to say, you know. So I don't believe anybody should condone that kind of behavior. But, yeah, we have super glue to fix that. I have a glue gun. I have issues. The glue gun, you know what? I built two reasons by glue gun. And I almost burnt my fingers off doing it. My mother, I can't imagine my mother working with a glue gun. Okay, so we're going to do this edge up here. It looks like, does the white go all the way up? Is that what happens? Yeah, so it looks like the outer edge of this is what's going to be gray. That's just so weird. It looks like one thing here is something different there. Okay. All right, so let's just do this for now. First thing we have to really do is like around these windows here, all this is gray. So we'll get the paintbrush out. All the trim around these windows is gray. So we'll go ahead, we'll do the gray parts today. It's showing brown in the photo, but it's gray. Or all the roofs are gray right up here. The rest of that's cookie color. It's craziness. Yeah, the shutters are gray. Okay, let's start rolling. Let's try not to screw this up, right? First cut of the evening. Where's the paintbrush? There's my paintbrush. Mr. Paintbrush. Do. Oh, there's the steps there. There's the steps right there, you guys. So there are indented. The steps are indented right here. They're all indented right there. Okay. So, see, should I raise this for you guys to see what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm going to raise it. Let me raise this up so you guys can see what's going on, okay? Hang on. Let me get the rise here. Let's get the riser up. All right. Oh, yeah, for you guys on TikTok, I will be getting my P.O. box this week. There we go. Now you guys can see what I'm doing. So, the door now. Back to the door. Let's look at the picture. So the door is recessed. So we'll go ahead and do the door. We got white for the door. And white around the windows. All right, that's what we'll do. We'll work on the white. I was going to do the gray machine in my mind. Okay. So that's that icing. Lots of icing. Here we go, white. Voila! Let's do. I have white too, so I don't worry about it. I have plenty of white. And for everybody coming in for a reading, I will be doing readings at 6:30 tonight, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We'll be doing readings. Yeah, that's a trick. It's not 3D. I think if it's done right, you can make it look like it's 3D. But it's not 3D. All right, we'll paint the front door. Then when that dries, we can go ahead and paint the white on the front door. It's weird the way this is done. Hi, it's even got serving suggestions. Okay, let's do the front door. All right, kids, here we go. I hope the cats sleep tonight. That would be nice. Being able to sleep is a good thing. And Mr. Paintbrush swings back into action. And that's not coming up very well, is it? We may have to go back to... Oh, that's not good. Maybe that. Dog's going to drive us insane. Okay. I'm going to use the other things. Hang on. That's coming out stiff. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it come out stiff, huh? Gypsy, darling. You don't stop doing that. I won't do anything. This needs to be diluted big time. That's how we're going to make the little bulbs. We have to use one of these. All right, you know what? I've done this, 10 minutes? I've had enough. Let me do this. Give me this one. The right thing for the right job. Sit here and fight with this all night. Okay. Ah, see, that's the way it's supposed to work. When in doubt, whip out the Pillsbury. First effect on. There's a little bit of red in here, but there we go. That's the way it should be. All right, our first attempt on the vacation house is successful. Qapla'. Hey, so let's talk about this debate. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not? There's a big fight over Die Hard. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie or no? Dog gonna make me crazy today. What do you think? Is Die Hard actually a Christmas movie? Hey, Vera, I haven't seen you for a while. What's going on? No trolls today yet. Day's still young. Trying to short all this up so it's nice and thick on here. I think Die Hard is more of a New Year's Eve movie. That's just my opinion. Hey, now that looks nice. See? So I should use a paintbrush. So again, I will have a P.O. box TikTok. I thought about one of those virtual P.O. boxes, but I don't think I could put an address on my profile, right on the TikTok profile. TikTok might think it's my own address and they'll get mad. It's good either way, yeah. I think so. And it's sad watching that movie now when you think about it. Because of his dementia. Really sad. I just think it's incredible how his family and Demi have gotten together to help take care of him. Because she helps too. I think that's really cool. All right, the door is good to go. This just has to dry now. Let me get my toothpick so I can do the edges. Then we'll start working around the windows and stuff. The windows have to have white around them, so we're going to be working the windows. Here's where the first steps are. We'll try and flatten this out a little more. Like a troll, like for cement. Okay. Front door is complete. So there's the front door right there, you guys. See, there it is right there. There's the front door. I don't remember what direction you are, TikTok. Right there. And then right there. So each one of these windows now has to have white piping around them. So that's what we're going to focus on, is the white piping around the windows. Like right here, this whole thing right here in the middle here is all white piping. We'll do the bay window now. because that's just going to be covered with yellow light anyway. So we'll do the bay window. It's some water, man. Boy, it's warm here today. We were cold last night. I had 2 blankets last night. Usually I don't do that. You guys in the East Coast will laugh at us. The Midwest and East Coast. Because it got down to like 34 here. You guys can laugh all you want. It got down to 34 here. Everybody looks like they're going skiing in this town. The funniest thing is Hawaii, because I have friends that used to live in Hawaii. Because on the Big Island, it snows up on the mountain, and you get up to certain areas at higher elevation, and it's funny when it drops below. Hi, Alicia. When it drops below a certain temperature in Hawaii, like when it drops below 60, they got big down jackets on. It's funny as heck. Obviously not to them, but it is funny. This one is going to take a lot of time, guys. So, going to have to be patient doing this one. This one's going to take like artiste care to do. It'll be so fun when it's done. And for this, I may go score a really good paintbrush over Michael or something for this, so we can get these in between spots that are real skinny. I'm proud of myself. I did not go. I only went once to Hobby Lobby, because I had to. I forget what I bought. I had to pick something up. Oh, the cowboy hat for you guys for the show, and that was way back when, like 4 or 5 months ago. I haven't been to Hobby Lobby or Michael's for during the holidays at all. I've been behaving myself. I've been a good girl. This isn't going too badly. Not going great, but might even have to stir that up after a while. All right, come on. There we go. That's what you need to do. Right there. There you go. Yeah. Like I said, my hands shake. I could never be on one of those cake shows or one of those shows where you have to, bake or cook something to make it look really pretty. Absolute self-restraint for me over the holidays to not go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby. For me and Michael's, it's always ornaments. Like for my Hawaiian tree, it's always ornaments because they always have the ornaments they put out. Hobby Lobby is everything else. Hobby Lobby is like walking in there. It's like some people go to a casino and you see the look in their eyes. Their eyes glaze over. When they see the slot machines. That's me at Hobby Lobby. My eyes glaze over. That Spirit Halloween, but see with Halloween, it's a different ballgame because I can walk into Spirit Halloween and see what they have and really study it, and then I go to Hobby Lobby and I buy what I need and make my own, so it's cheaper. I didn't even go to Spirit Halloween this year. I was behaving. Didn't even park in front of Spirit Halloween. Again, my mom did that. She would go to Michael's. Michael's was her favorite. And she would go to Michael's and she would look at everything and she'd touch the material, see what it was made out of, and then next thing you know, she was building she would recreate it at home. Just like me at Disneyland. I mean, me at Disneyland, Pirates of the Caribbean. I love the way they made the flames, you know what I mean? So what did I do? I got my mom on the ride and we rode it like 22 times, figuring out what the flames were made of. Then we came home and made our own. Or like the effect with the wine or whatever that is, the grog going down the pirate's neck there, with the skeleton. My mother and I figured all that out, make our own. I love Michael's too. I am a huge Michael's fan. The one I love was Beverly's Crafts and Fabrics before they closed. They had a lot of neat stuff. My whole little village that I have that I didn't get a chance to put up this year again, all the buildings were from Beverly's Crafts. I have about 30 buildings that I had that I painted and all that for my village. If I can get this bay window done. Obviously a breakfast nook. My neighbor has one of these windows. I had a weird dream. I had to go, and it's not the neighbors that are there right now. It's like the old neighbor that used to live there. I had to ask her for something. I forget what it was. And she looked at me like I was out of my mind. How's it bad? How's it bad? Yeah, I could spend hours in Michael, especially with their village stuff. But it doesn't match the size of my village stuff. So when I buy like different things for my village, I got to watch out what size they are. I did find the original ice rink that I had. I really want one because they're big. And originally when I built my village and I was going to make it more permanent, I had gotten a big piece of plywood and I was starting to build it up. And I had to put a hole in there to fit this ice rink. It was huge. But they actually still have the ice rink was made in 1994. And they still sell them. But not on regular stores, you know what I mean? It's like, the one begins with E. Over at E. And ends with the ocean. So if I ever get back into it, I want to put that back on and use that ice rink. Then I'll probably get one there. But they don't come cheap. I almost got this outline, but I got to go up the middle on it too. That's why this was just going to take time. Oh, not a bad job. Considering I'm doing it, it's not a bad job. So a little bit shaky hands is doing this. But dang, if my cats weren't active last night all night long. Couldn't sleep. And then what makes it worse, like with my male cat, if I yell at him, it makes it 10 times worse. Because he'll go even louder. So you can't yell at him to shut up. And now the girl. And you know what I'm noticing too is it's black cats. Because my male cat is black and the female that's making all the noise is black. So it's black cats that like to yowl. The other thing that's a shame with TikTok right now is that, like it used to be, like if I went to Michael's or the craft shop or whatever, I could take you guys with me. And you could look at the different products and stuff. But now you're not allowed to do that on TikTok. I could go into the store and shop, buy the stuff, film it as I'm doing it. But it has to be a recording before I can show it to you guys. Oh, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's not smooth, but hey. As my dad would say, close enough for government work. I have to do this to every window on this in this thing. That's why you guys are going to have to be patient when we do this. Every window's got to be done like this. I'll show you in a second. Bring this across here. Yeah. I still got to do the crossbar, the cross thing on the windows. On that side. And then once this dries and I get the gray up there, we're going to have to make the little Christmas lights on the windows. So those still have to be done. But we're going to have to wait till this dries before we even make that attempt. And because the cat's keeping me up, I'll probably have to shorten this session because I need to recharge before I do the show. Okay, so let me yeah, we got to do the crossing. Oh, look at that. It wants to do. Oh, wow, they did that on the windows? I can do that. I guess I can do that. I can do that. I guess they'll look like that anyway. What am I thinking? Hello. But I got to recharge for tonight in order to be able to do the rings tonight. Fine, be dry. Don't you start going dry on me. There we go. This is more of an artsy house. So tomorrow for New Year's, remember? We were talking about that last night. For everybody over at TikTok, I'm going to buy some hors d'oeuvres and stuff tomorrow. And I'll buy some more thing to make noise. And we'll celebrate New Year's. Like we'll celebrate 9 p.m. Pacific. We'll celebrate at 10 p.m. Pacific. And then midnight. So we cover all the times for you guys tomorrow. That's if you don't have anybody to hang out with. Come hang out. Hey, how goes it, Peter? Good to see you guys. Just two of you watching? You guys have left the building on me, huh? I know it's not the most exciting build in the world, but unfortunately, it's going to be like this. This build, in particular, is going to be like this. This is going to be just... I'm going to have to use something else. This is a different kind of build on this. Everything has to be meticulously done on this one. Oh, cool. It's already hardening. See if I can get this in here. See if I can steer it in there with a toothpick. Or not. Here's what I'm doing. So you guys can get a look at it. Not too bad though. Check it out. See how I'm filling all that in? See, we got to fill all that in. See right there? We got to fill all that in. That's what we're doing right now. We're filling all this stuff in. Does look like they're putting a crossbar in these windows. More of a crossbar in them. Okay, let me get over this corner. Okay. All right, that's going to have to do. Close enough for that work. Just kind of cool. Okay, try and pull this across now. There we go. Just trying to pull them across now. That one needs a little help. Not bad, not bad. Don't forget, I will be back at 6:30, around 6:30 p.m. to do psychic readings. Yeah, it's more meticulous and build. I think we got this finally. Make sure that balances off. What is that? Frosting booger. There we go. The train was kind of like this when I built it. Up there. Flatten out. Come on, flatten out. Flatten out. Come on, you can do it. Flatten out. Nice bay windows. Just trying to make it a little flatten out a little bit to line them up. This bay window's done. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Boy, they're definitely showing a crossbar in there. Well, okay. As soon as it dries, I'll add the crossbar. They're showing crossbars on those windows. Well, we'll fix that when it dries. So here's what the bay window looks like right now. So there's going to be another crossbar on here. See, there it is right there. There's going to be another crossbar on those windows. How? I don't know. We'll figure it out. So there's going to be a crossbar on those windows. In fact, not only that, unless no. So there's going to be a crossbar. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. To make it into force. Or we could just leave it and quit while we're ahead. That's an idea. But they all have windows like that. Same thing with the ones up at the top. So those have to be lined with icing, and then there's going to be a crossbar at on the top one that's going to have a cross on the top, no matter what. Jen, are you there? Jennifer Johnson. Hello, everybody. You like that? So I don't know, Alicia, what do you think? Should we do that? Because the tops of the windows have that crossbar thing at the top. Should we just put one over ahead and just do the standard windows on her? What do you think? Like, see the top ones? So the very top is going to have that cross in there. So should we put one over ahead and just do it that way? Or add the crossbar? Hey, Kathy. I'm thinking I'm going to just do that outer part of the window, that center part, and then by tomorrow it'll be dry, and then we can put that, if we decide to put the cross thing up there. But it makes it hard because there's not a lot of room up there on those windows. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You got the bottom part of the window, and then to put a cross in there, it just doesn't have a lot of room. We'll see. Hi, Sky. Welcome, everybody. All right, I'm going to do a few more, and then I'm going to wrap it because I need to get ready for I need to get my mental self ready for tonight. See, like this one already has it. Oh, no, same thing. I got excited. It's okay. I'm fine, really. I got to make this space ready for tonight and stuff and get myself ready for tonight. Hi, Pat. So here's where we're at so far. This one's going to take a lot longer because there's more to do to it. So we got the front door right there. We got the bay window kind of done. That's got to be done. There's gray that's got to be painted on here. And then the little frosting bits, and I'll show you that again. They have those candy light bulbs, which are cool. But look at this. See the top of the house, the sides? That's frosting. So we'll have to use a paintbrush or the tip of a toothpick to do that. It's going to be interesting. All right, let me work on this window thing a little bit, then I'm going to stop and take my break before I do readings tonight. Then I'll come in here, clean this stuff up, get ready for the readings. And then I promise tomorrow, 2 o'clock start time. So we have an hour or two extra for doing this. I just ran late today. My cats were being holy terrors last night. God, I love little buggers. Okay. But the project is going to be more like this time. And of course, the other house, we will wrap that one up as well. That one's got to thoroughly dry before we touch it again. Like I said, I only slept like 4 hours today, last night. Because it's that time of season for cats. And during that season for cats, they like to sing the songs of their people. And my cats have been very vocal with the song of their people all night long. But what I was saying earlier, what got me was I think it's only black cats. Because the only ones that are doing that are my two black cats. My gray cat can care less. My gray tiger cares less about singing the song of her people. But the black cat, I walk over to see them and she's yelling at me. I don't know what she's yelling at me over. She's calling me names or whatever in cat language. I speak dog, not cat. I speak Kelpie. I speak Australian Kelpie is what I speak. But this is going to take a while, you guys, and I knew it would. Hey, who knows? We might turn into a Valentine's house. Just kidding. Everybody having a good day today? It's just been foggy here all day. A lot of people have that horrible cold, man. They either got that cold or they got that nasty flu. As I used to say during COVID, going out in public is like, or going to a restaurant or different places like that, it's like walking into a petri dish. So what we're going to do is we'll get these things on here like this. Then we're going to take the toothpicks. And that's how we're going to straighten them out. Get everything in there where it's supposed to be. Is with toothpicks. To reposition stuff. And I haven't seen this movie yet. I got to watch it. I always watch it once a year at least. I haven't done it yet. All right, let me get the toothpicks so I can straighten that one out. Good to see all you guys. New Year's Eve is tomorrow. Just straighten out with toothpicks. All kinds of stuff in the news. Good to see you all today. Welcome. So fear not. If you have no one to hang out for New Year's tomorrow, come on, join me. Come on down, join me. I can't drink sparkling cider or anything like that, but I can toast some eggnog to the new year. And I promise to get some hors d'oeuvres. Some of those little pizza pocket things, So we can have hors d'oeuvres. Come join me. I get to celebrate New Year's 3 times, you see. Because if you guys come join me, oh, you're working tomorrow? I used to have those shifts. Oh, you're still listening, you need to rest? I got you. Got it. Yeah, like I said, if any of you, don't have family or anything to hang out with, come join me. We live. I don't think I was live last year. I'm trying to remember if I was live or not last year. Maybe I was. I remember celebrating New Year's. I can't remember if it was with you guys or it was the year before my other show. Okay, so here's this window. And like I said, each window has to be done like this. So this is where it's going to take a lot of time for us. And those yellow lights are going to have to be done with toothpicks, to get them and then get it drip. That's going to take time. So there's that top window. All the windows have to be done like that. And there's a lot of windows. Yeah, another 10 minutes and I'm going to have to stop. Take my afternoon break to get ready for night. Guess I'm turning into a big time content creator if I have to get a PO box. Because all the content creators I know that have them are like big time content creators. Okay. We love y'all. Absolutely. So we're going to be here. And like I said, at 9 p.m. Pacific, I'll throw off some party poppers. We'll set out, those party popper things. I'll set up a couple party poppers. I'll blow into a horn for you guys on the East Coast. And then we'll just do the countdown and, we'll get to the people in the central U.S., celebrate for them. Celebrate with you guys in the central U.S. And then, of course, California. We'll just do our little celebration. So this is going to be a long project. I can tell you that right now. This will not be like the other one where we can get it built up and then, it broke down, but get it built up to the point where we can throw stuff on it, make it look pretty. This one is going to be involved. I kind of knew that when I bought it, that it would be a more involved project. But yeah, when you guys go out shopping and stuff, be sure maybe to wear gloves, maybe a hat, maybe a mask. Because right now, between that horrible cold that's going around and the flu that's going around, well, thank you. I'm glad you're having some fun. Between that horrible cold and the flu, it's like it was with COVID now. The second you step out the door and go to a store and touch a handle at a store, it's a petri dish of germs just waiting to attach to you. They're just waiting for a new host. This relaxes me. I hate to stop to go take my rest, but I have to. No choice. Or I'll be a zombie tonight. Deal with it. Issue Dr. Dog Food Bowl to the back of the cage. It's a crate, so I'll have to be digging for that today. I'm a hospice nurse, so I take every precaution. I bet you do. Well, I don't want to say lucky for me, but taking care of my mom all those years, we have supplies here. So I have N95 masks. I got really good rubber gloves, real good quality ones. Left over. you know. So I had supplies. I had supplies left over for taking care of my mom. But it's a petri dish out there, everybody. Be careful. All right, let me straighten these these crooked lines out. Came across here, yeah. Straighten that out, and what time is it for? Yeah, it's gonna probably do it. Once I straighten out. So again, don't expect this to be a fast project. It's not going to be a fast project. This is going to be an agonizingly slow project. And they made it look 3D, so there's like layers on here that have to be put on. But usually the slow projects come out the best, right? Sometimes the fast ones, like that other one, is turning out really good, but sometimes the stuff you take the most time on looks really good. Yeah, you have to, no choice. Even going to the store, it's just craziness. I've got my flu shot. I've got my other shot. I have to because of my heart problems. I have to make sure I've got all my shots in. I catch pneumonia like people brush their hair, so I have to be really careful. You'd be surprised. Someone with pneumonia could be down the hall from me hacking, and 10 days later I've got pneumonia. That's how my system is. All right, we got that there. Make sure we're filled, and then I'm going to pull it across. You too? Yeah, gotta be careful, man. I always tell the story of going to the casino with my family, and Native American casino out here, and about 4 rows behind us there was somebody hacking. And I kept looking at my mom going, this isn't good. I was getting real irritated because all this person did was hack. They should have stayed home. And sure enough, I started the countdown. The second I got home from the casino, I started my countdown. You know that 10-day? Because pneumonia is 10 or 14 days. So I called my doctor when I got home and I said, okay, this happened on this tram. Figure I'm going to be giving you a call in about 14 days. And sure enough, 14 days later, I was diagnosed with triple pneumonia. So I have to be extra careful. That's why if any of my friends are sick, they don't come over. They know not to come over because I don't want to see anybody if they're sick. I can't do it. Too risky. Okay, guys. Well, it's 4:20. I hate to end early. I mean, we didn't be here for about an hour, but this is going to take forever to do anyway. I think we all know that. So this is just the start of it. We have about 1, 2, 3. How many more windows? 1, 2, 3. Where are we at? 4, 5. We have about 10 windows to do yet, if not more. So we got like 10 more windows to do, and it's all going to have to be lined like that, until we get that going. Then we have to add the gray and start layering everything. So that's where we're at. So tomorrow we'll work on some more windows. I'll be in here by 2, I promise. No later than 2:30 tomorrow, so we can get an earlier start on it. To do readings, I love doing readings, but I pulled this off for some reason. But for the readings is that it exhausts me. So by the time I get done at night doing the readings for you guys, I'm just totally wiped out. And so back when I had my other show and I had, it was a different type of energy, I would get done with that and then I'd come in and work on this stuff. And then we just, the build would go really fast. But now, by the time I get done tonight, I'll be completely wiped out. So, all right, guys, that's it. I will be back at 6:30 p.m. Pacific or thereabouts to do readings for you guys. Come on in. We're going to have some fun. Like we always have fun. So it's always fun, isn't it? So we're going to have some fun and enjoy ourselves tonight. And then we'll get right back on this, okay? Because this one is going to be more complicated. And we'll probably, maybe by the weekend, we should be able to work on the other house to finish that one off. Because I'm going to put the roof on tomorrow morning on that house and let it dry. And then all that's left is the stuff that kind of fell off of it. So, it's just a matter of replacing stuff on it to finish it off. So that'll be done. That one will get done. But this one is going to take a little longer. So just be aware of that, okay? And then we have Cousin Eddie's trailer as well, that we're going to be doing. Okay? So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for coming today. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? About 2:30 p.m. Pacific. Okay? Bye, guys. All right, so it brought me back. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Have a good one, everybody. I'll see you guys. If you want to join me at 6:30 p.m. Pacific over at TikTok, come on over. California Haunts. We're doing live tarot card readings. They're free, so come on over, enjoy the show. And it's not only about the tarot card readings, it's about fun. It's about stories. It's about getting stuff on my thing I'm not supposed to get. It's about telling stories. It's about telling ghost stories. It's about, it's about having a good time, singing, laughing, making people laugh and stuff. So come on over, check it out, and not like any psychic you have ever seen, okay? All right, everybody, good night. Over here, I will see you tomorrow, or join me over there. Bye.